Hey guys, good morning. I'm so excited. We are on week 2. I have 2 Zooms today with a group of coaches and then 2 Zooms tomorrow. And these are the things, what I'm going to be covering today are the things I'm going to be covering in the Zoom. And really, my goal for every year, my goal for our team, my goal for myself personally is to always be growing so that we can look back each year and say, oh my goodness, I've changed, I've accomplished so much through my own personal growth. And so last time we had you all write out a list of 50 items that you want. Not what you think is possible, not what you can achieve. We're trying to expand your imagination because whatever you can dream up in your imagination, you can achieve. But somewhere along the way, as children, I don't know, we start telling ourselves that we can't accomplish those things. The other day I saw someone post on social media about their kid and what they wanted to accomplish when they were older. All these amazing dreams. And I know at some point someone's going to tell them those dreams aren't possible and they're going to start shutting them down. And so we're trying to awaken all of those dreams within you by helping you to see a little bit bigger for your life. So you wrote down those list of 50 things. The first thing that I want you to do, and on my Zooms, I will give everyone time to go through and do this, but for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to give you time, so just pause the video and write them out. So I want you to take your list of 50, and next to each of the things that you want, I want you to label it 1, 3, 5, or 10 years. So take your list of 50, you should have written them down, 1 through 50, and label them 1, 3, 5, or 10 years. Is it a 1-year goal? Is it a 3-year goal, 5-year goal, or a 10-year goal? And then once you make this list where you have your 1, 3, 5, 10-year goals, I want you to break it down and how many do you have in each list. So how many 1-year goals do you have? How many 3-year goals? How many 5-year goals? How many 10-year goals? And then I want you to count up how many 1-year goals, how many 3, 5, and 10. And you'll find that some of you will have a ton of goals for 10-year goals and none for 1 year. And some of you will be reversed. Some of you will have a lot of 1-year goals and very few 10-year goals. So whatever that is, if you're the person that has a lot of things that you want to accomplish in 1 year, but you can't see those 10-year goals yet, I want you to sit down and brainstorm more to find more 10-year goals. Same story. If you have tons of it in the 10-year or 5-year, but you don't have much in the next year, I want you to find more things that you want to accomplish, things that you want for your life in the next year. So you want to kind of have them more balanced where a lot of us either have a really great, we're really great at seeing short term or we're really great at seeing long term. But we want to be able to see both. We want to open up our imagination to both. So I want you guys to write out those things, those lists of the 1, 3, 5, and 10 and see how many that you have on each of them. And Tanya, yes, I need to do this in fuller extent than we did last week. Yes, Tanya, we're going to do it more this week too. So we'll be diving into it more. Now, here's the thing, guys. I want you to take the 1-year goals now, and I want you to go through the 1-year goals, your list of 1-year goals, and I want you to find your 4 top goals for 1 year. What are the 4 top things that you want to accomplish in the next year on that list? And then once you have those, I want you to write down why, and these are important, guys. Don't just say like, oh, that's awesome. I see a lot of people when I ask them to write 50 things, they were like, oh, that's so cool, Christy. Thank you for the intent and focus. That's amazing. But if you're not doing the items, if you're not doing the action, you're not going to see the benefits from it. It's really powerful to write it down and very powerful to go and share it with someone. Share it on social media, share it with your success partner, share it with your spouse, your significant other, share it with your family, share it with people who mean something to you so you're putting it out there in the world. So write out those top 4 1-year goals and then write down, right underneath, write down why are those 4 goals important to you? Why are they important to you? Why do you want to achieve them? Because if you don't have a purpose behind it, you're not going to have something to pull you through those times of struggle, right? We're all going to struggle. The only difference is successful people persevere. They see struggle and they keep going because they know what they're going to grow into by overcoming that struggle. They know by overcoming that struggle, they're going to turn around and be able to help somebody else. So no matter what struggle you're going through right now, maybe you're an incredible leader with an amazing team and you're struggling and you just can't figure it out. you have to believe in your ability to figure it out, and you just keep showing up, because when you do, this struggle is not only going to make you stronger, you're going to be able to turn around and help somebody else out of that struggle. So next, I want to talk a little bit about discipline. And you guys have all heard discipline. Discipline, though, really, guys, it's the key to our freedom, and it's a simple price. It's a simple price to pay for your goals and dreams. It's a simple price to pay for our health. And once you create that discipline, it's so simple that the cost even goes away. And perfect example is when I got started in health and fitness, I was the person that hated working out. Hated it, despised it. I would work out 3 days a week, and those 3 days that I had to work out, I didn't want to get out of bed, I didn't want to do the workout, and I was just dreading having to take action and work out. And year after year after year, I did the same thing, just the discipline of that. It turned into 4 days of working out a week, and then 5 days, and then 6 days, and now I get up every single day at 4:30 a.m. Not the weekends, Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. I get my workout in. It makes me feel good. It takes all the stress off of me. And I have done that. I have woken up every day at 4:30 a.m. for Monday through Friday for the last 4 years. Tanya's on here. Last 4 years, right, Tanya? And that is the discipline that I've created. It's easy for me to do now. There's no cost. It doesn't feel hard anymore. But discipline in the beginning feels hard. So I want you guys to think about that as we're going through each week, the discipline that you can create. So when you look at those top 4 goals that you want to accomplish, that you will accomplish, I want you to think of the person that you have to become to make those goals happen. So every goal that you have this year, I want you to visualize it and think of the person you have to become every single day. What type of discipline do you need in your life daily to make that goal happen for the year? And it starts today. It doesn't start tomorrow. It doesn't start next week or next month or 6 months from now. It starts today. Because for me, I want to accomplish my 1-year goals in 6 to 9 months. I don't want to wait for it to be there at the end of the year and not have crushed my goals for 2017. So you have to, number one, have purpose behind those 4 goals, why you want to accomplish them. It's not enough to just say, I want $1 million house. Okay? That's not going to push you. I want a new house. Why? Why do you want a new house? Do you want a new house so that you can have a bedroom for every single child? Do you want a new house so you can have your family over for Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving and Easter and all those amazing holidays? Do you want a new house so that you can raise a family in that house? Do you want a new house so you don't feel scrunched? For me, I grew up and we lived on a ranch, and we had everything. And at the age of 8, we lost everything. We moved into low-income apartments. We didn't have, barely had money to cover our rent and our food. And when it came to playing in sports, when I asked my mom for $5 for a soccer tournament, a lot of you know, she cried herself to sleep that night. She didn't have the money for the soccer tournament. And I could hear her through the walls in tears because she didn't have $5. So for me, when I looked at my goals, when I started coaching, my purpose was to create financial freedom. But you can't just say, I want to create financial freedom. That's great if you do, but why? What's the purpose behind it? For me, it's because I want to have kids. I want to have kids, and I do not want to have to tell them that I do not have $5 for a soccer tournament. I do not want to have to be that mom that's crying herself to sleep at night because she can't give her child $5 for a soccer tournament. I want to be able to provide for them so that they have a beautiful home over their a roof over their head that's beautiful, that they can be proud of. I want to have financial freedom so that I don't have to work every single day and miss out on all the important things in my children's lives. When my parents separated, my mom couldn't make it to my soccer games. She couldn't make it when I cheered for basketball or cheered for football. She couldn't make it to my dance competitions. She couldn't make it to those things, not because she didn't want to, but because she was working her butt off to provide for us. And I do not fault her at all, but I don't want to have to miss out on those things. I don't want to have to miss out on taking my kids to school and picking them up. I don't want to have to miss out on all of those important moments. I don't want to miss my children's first steps. I don't want to miss their first words. I don't want to bring them to a babysitter and have to have someone else raise my child. That's why earning $1 million, that's why having $1 million home, like there's so much more behind the purpose behind your goals. And you have to understand fully, sit down, take 10, 15, 20 minutes, an hour, hours to figure out the reason behind those top 4 goals. Because you can't just say, I want time and financial freedom. That's not enough. Why do you want it? I wanted time freedom so that I can always be there for my kids, and I wanted a boss to never have control of my schedule. I want to be able to take vacations every single month, and we do. I want to be able to take off, 10, 12 weeks a year, and we do. And I wanted that because that was the purpose behind the time and financial freedom. That was the reasons behind time and financial freedom. So you need to get deep. You need to understand the purpose, the reason behind those top 4 goals. Because if you don't have a reason that pulls you, you'll give up when it gets tough. And it's going to get tough. Big goals require big challenges. Big goals require big struggles. But when you overcome them, you build confidence in yourself and it gets easier. So make sure that you rewatch this video from the beginning. And I went through all the things that you need to do with taking your, sorry, the sun is really bright and crazy right now. Take your list of 50 and break it down so that we can find your top 4 goals for this year, for 2017. And then I want you to write out, what person must you become to accomplish these goals? It starts with you guys. How powerful is that? All right, so week 2, that's what I need you to focus on this week. We're going to break it down. I will talk with you guys again next week. We'll go more into a little bit of personal development and helping you accomplish these goals. Have a great day, everyone.